share this live with a couple people because Instagram be shadowing it. Did they tell y'all I was live, or did y'all just happen to just pop on and just check because y'all know I was live, or did it actually send y'all an announcement? Because I know how they've been doing me on here. They haven't been telling people I was live. You know how it is with the shadow bands. I was dust. Okay, you got the alert. Oh, you did? It's crazy because my other account did not. Nah, 2A Syndicate, I do this every Monday. Erica, what's up? Philly chill vibes. Erica, I hope you're ready for this topic tonight, man. We need some of the ladies on here too. This gonna be an interesting topic tonight, y'all. YouTube, what up? What up? So let me see how these comments go, man. Okay. Yeah, stop saying I was live to a Seneca. That's what happened, man. It's like the shadow being really be out of pocket, man. So tonight we try and get people motivated, man. The night's question and the topic. Yeah, Philly chill vibes. What up, Mike? What's up, man? Well, so one of the questions I wanted to pose to the people tonight, right, is, and it's good if y'all want to tap in. Like I said, it's just me right now, so y'all want to tap in, we could definitely make it happen. But one of the things I wanted to talk about is what would y'all prefer? Would y'all prefer love or would you prefer respect? And it's one of those things that get people thinking all the time, like, damn, the love, man, give me the love. But would you not want the respect? You know what I mean? I don't know what Erica doing. Erica, she not paying attention. I'm about to kick Erica out, y'all. Erica. All right, y'all. I'm about to kick Erica out if she ain't paying attention. We need people locked in. So we're gonna get Erica a second to get it together before we had to give her the boot. But YouTube, y'all up too. What would y'all choose? If y'all had to pick one, would you go with love or would you go with respect? My man Integrity said he would go with respect. And I think that's interesting because you both had their pros and their cons. Bear with me, y'all. Had the detail today. We had to make sure we was out here. Mario, what up, man? Got my man Mario, the gun guys, on here, man. He do a lot of custom rifle builds, etc., etc. He put a lot of work in. Ah, so Erica tapped out on her own accord. You would take respect. What happened, Erica? How you gonna come on and don't say nothing? I don't know how you separate the two. Um, Everybody's going with respect. You definitely could have two, and I mean, there's all different aspects of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Um, it doesn't have to be like a actual personal relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, but you can use that as a reference. It could be your friends. And the reason I like to bring this up, right? Joe Q, what's up, man? Um, so the difference between the two is somebody could respect you, right? But they could have no love for you. So they might respectfully move with you, move around you, and tolerate you because they respect you. John, what up? But then somebody that love, like real, like love, That's not on a relationship side. It's you tell your girl, yo, I got you. We're gonna make this happen. And out of love, she rocking with you just like, she locked in just because. Now, for your homies, it could be love on the aspect of, yo, man, these dudes just did with a whoop de whoop, and your man ready to pull up. That could be love. You know what I'm saying? So you could have love, but let me see. What up, YouTube? We can have love, right? But what would you prefer, the love or the respect? You know what I mean? What is Erica? Why don't you just tap in? Come on, man. We got two people tap in. What's up, man? Everybody acting like they scared they can't be on camera tonight. What's up, man? Um, and how Erica, you could easily have love without respect. Think about it. People love people, but they hurt them. So that don't mean just because they love you, they respect you. People could love you and not respect you. See, Mario threw me for a loop. Mario's going for the love. You can't have love without. You can't love somebody you can't respect. Oh, there you go. Hold on. I'm about to pin that integrity. I'm pinning that. I like this. Respect is more valued than love. Y'all actually coming with it tonight, man. But is that real love with no respect? You can truly love somebody, right? But that doesn't mean that you respect them. Think about this from a relationship aspect. How many times do we have women that love and care about a man, but they don't respect him because of the way he move, or he's not where in their mind he should be for them to help put them in a better situation. So even though she loves him, she may not respect him, and it could be a material things that affect her decision on respect, because maybe she loves him to death, but he's not putting her up and he's not paying all of the bills. So she loves him, but maybe she doesn't respect him. These are things we got to think about with this. I would rather be respected than love. Would rather be feared than love. Now I don't know about fear, man, because fear is different, man. Somebody do something to you if they scared of you. I tell people all the time, man, don't they all he's scary. That scary person that hurt you or do something to you faster than the person is not scared of you. So we got to be careful with being feared, because being feared, a scared person will hurt you or do something to you faster than the person is really about that life. Yeah. Oh, I like that integrity. He come with the gems. Respect is love to a man. That's what I'm saying. It should be something you should tell someone if you got love for them. Hmm. Do they love them or love the use to them? That's a good point. But see, it's crazy, man. That's what the West Side Connection said. Um, but you got to think about this. This is like really like when you ask people, what would you prefer? Would you prefer to love or would you prefer to respect? And you get different answers, because what does the love mean to you? What does the respect mean to you? Out of respect, like for instance, you could have true friends. Let's talk about true friends. You could break up with a girl and it didn't work. Y'all might not even be dating that long. But out of respect, one of your homies won't talk to her because of what y'all had. That's a sign of respect. You could respect somebody and not love them. Think about this. We've all had people in our circles in our lives that we might have respected, but we ain't love them. But that respect was there. So the aspect of that relationship was built on respect. There's a lot of people that say, "Man, I do business with this person. I can't stand him, but I respect him." So they still do solid business together off of respect. I don't know about that too, Kyle. I don't know about those two being one and the same. I just gave you a prime example. Did this you can adapt this question to different topics, whether it be relationship, whether it be friends, or should I say romantic relationships, or is it friends? Respect gives distance and borders. This is true too. This is true too. Kyle, you could definitely tap in, my guy. I know you'd be liking to tap in. Um, I'm trying to see what's up with Sully, man. Where Sully at? We're supposed to be doing a giveaway tonight. Um, we were giving away an optic. Somebody grabbed some of their tickets for 2A Summerfest tonight. Sully was going to give him an optic. Today's love is Roman, fake. Hence romance. Roman C. You get it? Okay, okay. Yeah, man, I think it's definitely something that it's the angles of it, man. It's definitely the angles because we had so many things that people could really tap into. YouTube, what up, man? If you just tapped in on YouTube, I see our numbers is going up on YouTube. The topic tonight is, what would you prefer for Mindset Monday? On Mindset Monday tonight, we're talking, what would you prefer? Love or respect? Which one works for you? Now we're getting a lot of comments on Instagram, so come on, YouTube. You gotta catch up, man. Hold on, wait. Somebody say something? Um, all right, cool. All things, all right. Root word Roman is the root word to romance and romantic. Yeah, and I'm saying, Kyle, is levels, because just because I that's why I said they're not one and the same, because they're people I have respect for because of how they move, but I don't like them, let alone love them. But I respect what they're doing. So it's the difference of it. So we can have that love, or you can have that respect. If you got both, it's awesome. But if you had to pick, which one would you pick? Would you pick being loved, or would you pick being respected? I want to know if you was what? I want to know if you was the one who, when a student asked you if you knew me, what was your comment? Oh God, I'm sitting up here confused. Like what? When the student asked me if I knew you, yeah, I tell people I know you. Yeah, I mean, come on, to a syndicate, we both would prefer both, right? We both would prefer both. We want the love and the respect. But which one is gonna be the one that you feel like is mandatory? Do you need to be loved? I mean, I'm sure to some capacity we all want to be loved, right? Or would you take the respect? Because you got to look at it, right? Love is love. People who hurt people they love all the time. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody respects you, it's certain things they won't do. Probably, I like giving out examples too. Like, let's say a friend that respects you and rocks with you hard. You not around. Somebody else bring your name up in a negative way. They gonna be like, nah, they dead in it. We not doing that. If you got something to say, you can say that with folks when he here. Or I can get folks on the phone so they can address what you got to say. Because they respect you enough that they gonna stand on it and not let somebody disrespect you in their presence. Because of how they respect you. It's been time. Listen, I'm sure y'all all know somebody that loves somebody, and when somebody else was talking about them, they sit up there kikiing the whole time. 40 minute, 45-minute, hour conversation kikiing, and then had the nerve to tell you, hey, what's the face was talking about you? Okay. What you had to say? You don't have to go at them directly. You could just be like, oh yeah, about me? Well, they just brought something up real quick. Nah, they told you about you for 45 minutes. And you just sit there and talk with them. Because 45 minutes isn't a comment. That's literally a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta figure that out. Like what's the ones? You know what I mean? So it gotta be something to draw that line. You know what I mean? Just like Integrity said, and I had to pin that, man. Love is given, respect is earned. Because you might be looking like, man, I don't know what's up with this dude. You might be like, oh, he a clown, da, 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 da. But then when you see how he moving certain things that he got going on, you might be like, oh, okay. I respect folks. And it's just because now you know what he might be going through, you know what he done did. So now it might hit a little different for you. You know what I'm saying? Bear with me, y'all. I'm sending some more invites. Cause on my other phone, I can't even see that I'm live. So that's wild. Wild behavior on behalf of Meta. Um, see, see if we can get up in here. And if you just came in, my apologies. I cannot see you because I'm sending invites because I see how, you know, you get blocked out and banned in the metaverse. Team Blacksmith, what up? But yeah, like I know it's still a couple of us in here. It definitely not showing I was live on my other platform. So I couldn't see that I was live. So yeah, I sent some invites. But yeah, what do y'all think? Like when it comes to this love and respect, y'all want to tap in? Y'all got something to say, let me know. Because what are you thinking? Would you take the love or do you want the respect? You know what I'm saying? Crypto Ken, J Major, what up? But yeah, what's up? Welcome in, y'all. J Major, Ken. One of the topics to well, not one of them. The topic tonight for Mindset Monday is what would you prefer? Love or respect? Also, y'all can feel free to tap in if y'all can. J Major said, give me that respect. He said, give me that respect. And I feel that. Because like I was saying, I know how Kyle was saying they're one and the same, and it's like, not exactly. I'm good, Kim, man. Just getting want to get some good conversation going off of this, what people prefer out of love or respect. Because you gotta pick your poison sometimes with people. Anybody can love you and still not be loyal. Mm. More loyalty come with respect. Yep. See, the area, the area you meet in has a lot to do with the comments when you address issue and if it matters to the person being addressed. Um, I don't know, Gar. That kind of confused me. Can't say respect all day, and that's true. Because look, and I think there's levels to it. Yes, in the perfect world, what's up, Nikki? In the perfect world, we want the love and the respect. But if it came to the point where you had to choose, I'm noticing a lot of people going with respect. Um, I'm surprised. My man Mario said if he had to choose between love and respect, what up, YouTube? What's going on? Tap in, throw your name up here so I know who you are, give you a shout out. Love and respect. I was surprised my man Mario. I thought Mario was definitely going with respect, but he went with love. Um, Team Blacksmith. People may not love you, but can respect you. Respect your goals and path you're on 100%. Values. I mean, yeah, Gar, but it's one of those things like, what would you value more? And see, this where it gets a little tricky, right? Because it's like, for a lot of people, I mean, everybody's gonna most likely pick respect because respect is gonna be one of those key things that people are gonna move respectfully around you. You know what I mean? That's not like you're a dictator, but they know, they see, they watch how you move. You might lead with honor and integrity, so they like, "Oh, I can respect what he got going on." You're not you're putting the work in, you're doing things from the muscle, and people can respect that. People respect hard work. So I mean, yeah, somebody could love you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, love can definitely come with support. It could be people love you, so they're like, "Oh, whatever they do, I gotta support. That's my folks. That's my kinfolk. Whatever the case may be." You too. What up? Um. So yeah, it's one of those things, man. Armory Barn, what's up? Nat, come on, Nat. You gotta tap in. I miss you. You gonna have me ready to come across the pond. Asked you that question when you live a little long. I mean, I'm not no spring chicken. I mean, I think it matters. It matters the same all the way around the board. Like I said, in some dynamics, you want both, but one can also be favored more than the other. Natalie, come on, get on here, Nat. I'm gonna try and get Natalie to come on here, y'all. Nat is my homie from the UK. She always come on and show love. Dang, she just declined me like that. That is crazy. No, I'm not 60, but wow, that is. See what I'm saying, y'all? Where's the love? Where is the fucking love? um, that's wild. Yeah, and Gar, I'm not 60, but that don't mean you. I don't see values changing between being in 20 years. You know what I mean? Age don't equate to wisdom. 40 plus years in what field? This is the thing. And see, Guard, you say 40 plus years in the field, right? I know cops that been on the force for 25, 30 years and don't know a lot. So, you know what I mean? That time doesn't always mean that you're knowledgeable and all of that. I like how you said she respects you though. Yeah, but yeah, she crazy with it though. King James, what up? Preston, what up? Yeah, man, I think it's one of them things, but like what matters more to people? What would you have to pick? If you had to pick between love and loyalty, I said love and loyalty. Oh my god, I'm tripping. Love and respect. Nah, James, we ain't nothing. I'm chilling another mindset Monday. It's a little rainy night, but it's warm though. So it's probably gonna be super humid tomorrow. But yeah, we on mindset Monday we talking what would you prefer? Love or respect? My guy. Ellie, what's up? Johnny Cash, what up, man? I'm glad you tapped in, man, because I know you like to keep it a hundo. So, Cash, what we asking the people tonight on Mindset Monday is what do they value the most? Is it love or is it respect? Now, respect is definitely up. Respect is up, but love is in there. Love is in there, and I think it's one of those things where love could be somebody just following your lead because they love you and they care about you. They be like, "Oh, you want to go do this? I'm with it. Let's just go," because they love you and they just want to be with you and rise to the wheels fall off. But respect, they don't have to love you. He said, "I can't love a disrespectful female." Oh, I know that's right, man. That's crazy. The $1 million question: why did I become an instructor? Because of Mike Hall. I tell that story a lot of times. I didn't choose being the instructor. I wanted to run my security company. Mike Hall suggested I become a firearms instructor. And then over the course of time, I was doing it and I fell in love with it. And here we are. This is for me to not know that this was not something I planned on doing. I've been very successful with it and I'm really passionate about it because it wasn't about the money for me. It's about really educating people. Too many people running money plays and not caring about people's safety. You give somebody some bullshit, they could die. So I'm passionate about the firearms instructor game. A lot of instructors don't have integrity. I say respect because you had to be selfless to give someone the same amount of love you would want for yourself without even knowing said person. Oh yeah. Oh, damn, man. I need to be able to pin multiple comments. This is crazy. Mm. See, we got Brandon in here. But yeah, man, what y'all think, man? Come on, I know it's a few of y'all in here, man. Tap in. Let me see what's up. What we talking about? Come on, Brandon. You been on here the last couple Mondays, man. What up? Slide on here. Mindset Monday. I just seen a crazy lightning bolt outside. And here comes the thunder. What's up, Paige? Now I had no idea why. I mean, outside of you genuinely wanting to know, you know, it has to be respect all day long. I see respect. I'm not gonna lie. I thought more people would pick love. I mean, I ain't gonna say love is out. There's a couple people that ain't speak on it yet. Yeah, what's going on, Paige? But I think it's a good one, man. If you had to choose, obviously in the perfect world, we want love and respect, right? However, if you had to pick one, what would you pick? Would you pick love or would you pick respect? Because, like I said, the love is real, man. When people genuinely have a love for you, man, they rock out with you. If something bad happened to you, they may be ready to crash out with you. Yo, what's up, Chris? You know, Chris, we on here Mindset Monday, man. We uh we are deep in it on Mindset Monday, Chris. You gotta talk about what would you choose, Chris? Love or respect if you had to pick. Now, obviously, in the perfect world, we take both. But if you gotta pick between love and respect, what would it be? And why? Why would you pick love or why would you pick respect? Oh, okay, Paige. I like that. Respect can turn to love. I like that. I like that. Who would I say the top instructors are that I learned from? Um, I don't know. I can't say who the top instructor. I mean, obviously Mike, but I would say probably one of the biggest is Mike because he taught me more of not just instruction. It was business. He taught me the instructor side and motivated me with that, but also on the back end, the business side. He seen. I put it like this because he seen me in the light that I didn't even see myself in. All the stuff that I got going on now, the traveling and getting phone calls to shoot machine guns off the back of yachts in Miami. This is something he seen. So definitely Mike. Um Stan, you gotta remember, it wasn't a whole lot of people in our area that was just like, I mean, back in the day, it was definitely not as many instructors as it is now because now it's just flooded because for people, it's just like a quick hustle for them to make a couple dollars and they're not passionate about it. But yeah, actually, even yo, man, one of them is Taryn Butler, aka Taryn Tactical. I learned some stuff from him. Most thing love is ooey gooey feeling, but love is correction. You correct what you love. I like that. Hold on, wait. This ain't invite to join. Hold on. I don't even know if Erica's still here. She sent a request. I think she left. Yeah. Brandon, what's up with you with the phone sideways, bro? You know you gonna be hurting everybody because you. No, so I'm charging my phone and I can't do it this month, right? So right, I just couldn't be choosers. Damn, damn, ain't that crazy though? So that's why I'm on the subways. Yeah, Gar, I was exposed to Taryn. I got invited to go shoot with him. I went out this place and we were shooting. I learned a lot from him in the one session because Taryn is different. Taryn is like, if y'all ever watched The Equalizer, how Denzel hit that watch like click and he started paying attention to stuff. Taryn is like that when it comes to shooting. Like he could look at a course and then his mind is mapped out and he just run it. That's why Taryn is so successful. He's a grandmaster with all those accolades. His yo, watching him work is amazing too. By the way, be careful when you call out a grandmaster because that's what I did. I say, Taryn, what's up? I want to see some of that. As you see what I just did, I want to see some of that smoke in real life. You know what they say? You look for smoke, you will find fire. I definitely found fire. I gotta pull. I'm gonna post that video too. That drone was crazy. I might, huh? He humbled your ass real quick, didn't he? Nah, man. Listen, that's the one thing about me, man. I'm always humble because, like, one of the things like Combat Kaz always says, run your gun, not your mouth. So I don't be talking a lot. People, people be like, oh, could you do this? All right, cool. So what's the topic? You talking about something love and respect? Yeah, what would you pick? Would you pick love or would you pick respect? Respect. Respect. Why? Oh, no society. What's up, man? Yeah, lose, that's people. I shot well, but Taryn is different. Taryn is built different. Of course he's built different. He a grandmaster for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, "Oh, you trying to compete?" I ain't trying to compete with you. I'm trying to compete with Taryn. I'm trying to compete with people that are like there. And hell, Taryn's still being competitive. You know what I mean? After all of the accolades, he still is competitive out here. So It's one of them things. So
I can still see it.
yeah. So it's one of them things, man. If you had to choose one, like I said, in a perfect world, we will both take love and respect.
That's just greedy. Just saying. Like you,
Gotta have your dessert too.
so I would do respect because you can get respect or you can get love out of the respect after. Because if I can't love you, like how can I love somebody if I can't respect them? You know what I mean?
I think love is definitely possible. Well, see, all right, it's a difference too, and I'm gonna point out the difference. Men and women love differently.
Of
Like
course.
a woman may love you, but she might not respect you because her vision of what she wanted you to do and what you're doing might not add up. Like in her head, as a wife, you should be taking care of her. And she loved you to death, which is why she married you, but she don't respect you because she still got a job. Or she might not respect you because she make more money than you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you have to think about it. Some like people do it. Like people have jobs. Like sometimes some folks have jobs that they love to do, not
Sitting there.
because not because of like what they like, who they work for, I guess a company or whatever, right? So I feel like to me it's like you can learn more with certifications than you can with a degree. To me,
Mhm.
because you get more hands-on training with a certified certificate saying like, hey, I've done this, I got time on this. But with the degree, it's like, okay, I got a tool, but I got no hands-on training behind that. Like I just went to school to get the degree.
Ah,
Um,
facts.
so that's why now it's best to get certified with something, to get hands-on with something, where you can jump right in the workforce like that. But it
Nah.
depends on the person. I mean, yeah, like some people do try to go big salary, like that big six-figure almost type deal, right?
Mhm.
But you got some folks that are stuck in the way where they love doing what they're doing, but they're not gonna try to progress because they love doing what they're doing there.
That's true. That's factual. So
So
now go ahead. What was you gonna say?
yeah, I was gonna say because that's how I was like that. Like I was like, okay, now I gotta move up now. Like I got time with this. Now I can give it to somebody else and pat it down to somebody else, so I can go do something else.
Nah, 100%.
But like I said, some folks are stuck in their ways because of that sometimes.
Yep. Let me see. Most females will say respect, respect, and cheat on a man who respects them with dudes that don't give a shit about them. I ain't gonna lie, that be facts.
You're right. Women are stupid. Women are more stupid than people realize. Like, I'll say it. Women are thick. No, not all. Not all women. No, but the vast majority in this day and age are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brandon said, wait, 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 not all. Like Shorty was on the other side of the camera looking at him like,
No, because it's basically because women try to base their lives off of social media, and they try to make it that they see on social media is fake. Because yeah, like people post all this money on social media, but it's like, what are they doing to get it?
no, it's not even that. See, this is the thing. Social media is turning into it's like the Matrix. You don't even know it's real. Like you see somebody, oh, I'm balling. You forgot it. You forgot it. You forgot, y'all. It was between the first and the sixth. He ain't pay his rent yet. He was just showing y'all what he about to go drop off in the office. You know what I'm saying? It could be them income tax hit. Damn. And in 3 months, he gonna be in here. He gonna be up here, broke, busted, and disgusted, like my man Gilly said.
Mm-hmm. Not even 3 months. I give about 2 weeks. They're gonna be broke in after 2 weeks.
Yeah. Quan Dose, what up? Gunkel Lane, what up? So Nat, what do you say?
I say respect because it. I have to. You have to earn my respect, and I have to earn your respect. So you've got respect on the one hand, which is something that you have to earn, and then you got love, that is just thrown around like a $2 bill.
Yeah.
You know, everybody throws around, oh, I love that this person, or oh, I love that person, or this person's family, and then 2 minutes later, you're wishing death upon the same person that you supposedly love.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's the same person who's supposed to be your ride or die.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, you could love somebody to death, then.
But also too, love can be evil.
Mm. The toxic love.
So, I mean, everybody. I mean, not the generation that's going on right now. Like everybody loves toxic. I always want to be somebody that's toxic. Like he wasn't living that toxic life before he met this person, but now all of a sudden you're into this toxic lifestyle, toxic love, or whatever. All of a sudden now,
You know what I think? I think that's love, because you could love somebody and love allows you to be corrupted by them. If it's a bad love can taint you.
So you think it's okay for people to put their hands on each other and still say that's love? Right.
No, but see that you know where it comes in? Respect. Because if you respect somebody, that's like, think about this, Brandon, right? You get into a situation with some rando we don't know, right?
Yep.
I grab you like, bro, we out. Because out of respect, it's like, you not gonna hit me. But this stranger grab you, it ain't no respect. It's like, why are you touching me? You see what I'm saying? So the respect holds a lot of weight. The love don't stop people from doing you grimy. Integrity said, how does a female earn a man's respect? Mm. I think for me, it would just be the way that you carry yourself. You carry yourself with honesty and integrity, and it's no games.
It's pretty easy. Don't be a hoe.
I mean,
Because
I can respect the hoe. I can respect the honest hoe. And this is why I'm saying it. And Brandon's laughing,
Yeah,
but
see, okay, cool. I can accept that. However, most of these women are not honest hoes. They're dishonest.
that's the problem. I can't respect that.
Right.
When I asked the girl, yo, what you do for a living? Listen, I'm a stripper. Okay. What?
Nope.
And then, look, I used to be that way, Brandon, but then you know what's different? When you start getting stories like, yeah, listen, I was in an abusive relationship. I went to school. These regular jobs wasn't cutting it. I'm stripping, and once I graduate nursing school, you'll never see me again. And I respect it, because the stripping is the means to an end.
So do you know that? So do you know like that's like almost every stripper story?
Nah. Some no. No, but see, it's the thing. We can't say that, because I've seen I've seen strippers. Some girls just like to do it. Look, I remember this one club I went in.
Strippers are just horny.
Well, one lady was like 55. She shouldn't have been on this stage. Bro, listen. There are certain things. If you respect the craft of stripping, when you looked at your body, when you put that outfit on, you should have been like, I gotta hang it up. I need to be a house mom and do makeup or something.
Try to get her groove back, I guess. To a household cleaning routine.
Yeah.
So he's finally decided he's gonna join the party. Only about like,
I don't know, integrity. A woman earns respect by her coochie activities. Nah, not even that. Cause listen, I respect one thing. I respect honesty. So a person to say,
in the day and age that we live in, nobody wants to be honest, and when people are found out, they don't want to take accountability for not being honest. Because back in our generation, we were held accountable for our behavior and our lies and our actions.
Facts.
Yeah, but post Biden era, everybody's either trans, LGBTQ, identifying as an animal, God knows what else. So if we can't hold the the weirdo accountable for wanting to identify as a freaking cat, how are we gonna expect someone to be honest? You know.
I mean, hold up. Strippers and prostitution goes together the same way you find batteries on the flashlight. I mean, so listen, it's crazy, right? I say that, and I know a guy that owns a strip club. They make amazing food in Philly. I go there to eat all the time. And me and one of my mentors, we'll go down there, sit down and eat, and we literally had conversations with people. And that's why I said it's not. You used to think it was all cap, right? Girls always got this story of this and that, and they're trying to do this. But I've literally seen girls that disappear, hit me up on Instagram, be like, "Yo, what's up, B? Everything good? I gotta get with you on train." And they really be having pictures. They send me pictures of when they graduate, they got their degree, and then and there's stories of life after that. Now, everybody.
The percentage of that in reality that really happens is a lot lower than we would like to
Oh
think.
no, it is. But you know what happens? It's because and I know this from experiencing this myself. When you're in this lifestyle, right, where every night you go home with cash, what happens is a lot of people don't respect the money, right? You get locked into the hustle because then you have bad money management because you're making money every night. So if you're a good looking girl, you could dance a little bit, you know, you make $300-400 a night. Then you start blowing money. And what happens is bad money management puts you in a position where you can't sustain a regular job where you gotta wait a week or two to be paid because your previous habits have carried over. Matter of fact, because you didn't respect the money.
So now, to this though, right? So think about it. So this is kind of so with the money thing. So you hit the lottery, right? So let's say you like like whatever the mega millions or red ball or whatever it is right now, right?
Mhm.
I think that everybody, the folks that did win, they was end up broke 3 months later.
You know what it is? Because
Bad money management.
yeah, but see, it's one of those things too, right? Like you know, it's how success and no success can kill people, right? Like, and I hate to take it back to race, but it's one of those things, right? With a lot of Caucasian people, if they lose their money and they don't have anything, a lot of them will end it all
And that unfortunately is very true.
because they're like, I can't do this. I know a stripper that paid her way through med school. Yep, and she a doctor now. And see this the thing though, like so if you have bad money management, you don't respect the money, right? So if you win money and you never respected it, you had it, you're not going to know how to manage it. Now, like what I was saying with the race thing, a lot of Caucasian people they could lose all of their money and be like, I can't live, I can't do this, I failed, kill themselves, and then that's why you think insurance companies said, okay, if somebody takes themselves out via suicide, we're not paying because it was so many times.
White race, it happens more than people realize.
Yeah, they lost all of this money and they refused to be broke. But then we have on the other hand, you know what kills black people? Money and being successful. Because now you have all of this new access to things you didn't have. Yeah, you might have been over here smoking with the homie, y'all smoking on some Reggie. Now you rich. Now you in this whole new space of exotic weed that you never even thought. Then you next thing you know, you got some weed with some cocaine sprinkled in it. Then you just on a whole downward spiral and the success killed you.
Yeah. Because America has never seen that amount of money before.
Exactly. But
So
see, but you know what happened? You see a lot of minorities, black people that win the lottery, right? Go broke, and guess what? They fine because they know the struggle. It's like I'm gonna tell y'all about that big house I lived in for 5 years before it got foreclosed. Cause they took it because of a tax lien. I couldn't pay my taxes. But listen, I could do this in the crib. I had this in the crib, and they be back in the projects telling you their story.
Yep, all
Southwest Gun, what up?
without being plotted on at least.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Stress of trying to impress the world. And you know what? Me and somebody else had this conversation, and I was like, "Man, you just gotta lock in and grind." And they was like, "Nah, man, I don't want to lock in." And I said, "Bro, listen, if you scared to stop spending money on bullshit, you worrying way too much about what other people think. Lock in."
So for I can attest to that because I was a simp to that thing, right? So before I got in the whole gun thing or whatever, I was really into cars, right? And it's like, oh, like I always had to have, like I always wanted to have what everybody else had. And then when I got into the whole game, I got into it. Yeah, like it was just like a constant money, like, oh, I need this, oh, I need this, and then just downward spiral over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was like, crap, I need to stop. So I kind of slowed down in regards to like spending on things like whatnot. So try to focus on stacking up ammo, like taking care of the fam, like try to get courses and like better myself so whenever that time comes, I know how to present myself whenever that threat or whatever, say like all hell breaks loose or some type of Walking Dead apocalypse scenario happens or whatever. Like I know how to handle it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, right, for a lot of people, they don't teach finances in school. They don't.
Anymore.
They don't teach you how to manage your money. So it people get the money and they don't know. They don't know that you could win the lottery, right? You could win the lottery, spend 60% of what you took home and put that into real estate and things that are going to, and then that funds your lifestyle. You could build a couple luxury condos, some apartment buildings, do these in different parts of the country, right? And now everybody that needed a place to stay, when they pay their rent, they fund your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Oh my guys, the Paysonaires, what up, man? It's the Mean
Yeah,
Travel Group, man.
have to love you lot and leave you because it's 3:15 in the morning and it's way past my bedtime.
Oh,
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on that.
Oh, it was just by chance that I was still up eating. I hadn't eaten my last meal, and I trained chest to the gym today, so you know I'm exhausted now. So I'll hit you guys up in the week and catch up with you and Sully.
All right, for sure, for sure.
Be good.
I'm gonna
If you
try.
can't be good, be responsible.
I like that. Be responsible.
See you later in a bit.
All right, Nat. Let me see. We had people need to invest, not spend. Set yourself up for real financial gain, not temporary. That's the problem. People don't Southwest people don't know about that. People don't know about investing and stuff like that. Let me see. Remember why you started the grind and you never go broke. So that's also see, a lot of times that's not why you always start the grind, right? Um, like for instance, I mean well, so like when I was saying earlier to the guy Gardas in here, um, I didn't start firearm instruction like, oh, I want to be an instructor. I had a mentor to kind of push me into it. And when I seen the impact of getting a phone call from a student saying, listen, what you showed me really worked, and the fact that they had been to four other instructors before me, and I was just a rookie. This is my first year. And you learn something with me that you didn't learn with somebody else. And then the more I started pushing it, and then it became passionate. Then it wasn't about the money. I'm not chasing the money with being an instructor. I'm chasing enlightening people about guns, enlightening people about self defense, empowering people with skills that could possibly help them save themselves or their family. So the money came with the passion. The passion for me was educating people. So that's why they say a lot of times, if you like what kids say, as soon as you start chasing the money, that's when the money start running. But I ain't had that problem because I wasn't chasing the money. I was just chasing the passion, and the money came with it. Let me slow down. Put it into an insurance policy that builds cash value and become your own bank. Jova Q, that is facts. That's big ones right there. But see, once again, people don't know about this.
I'm also thinking about doing like actual trust as well.
Oh yeah, the trust thing is a whole listen, man. When you start reading about different things with trust and all of that, it's so many things that you could do that we don't even know about.
Yeah, because like you said, a lot of folks aren't taught that or shown that, or let alone if they're not in a two parent household, like they're not even gonna be able to even understand what that is.
Yeah, and then you know what else is crazy? You look at it now, right? Most two parent households, they both had jobs. Unless somebody has a successful business that is taking off, and like one of my brothers, man, my man Idris, that also helped light the fire under my ass for training to fight. But this dude, man, his business, he built it up a body shop from a parking spot in front of his crib to having a shop that did numbers. He was doing cars for the auto show because his paint job was crazy. Um, but it was one of those things, and he would have a business. He wouldn't even be working there. He was doing other stuff. He got a job at TSA. Oh, these benefits is dope. He was learning. He was chasing education because he got the job with TSA. He's learning so much stuff. He's like, oh, bet. So he would work different jobs, collect certifications and knowledge.
Yeah, that's route to go.
Yeah, and
So that's what I had to do. Um, so remember, I told you I'm transitioning, right? I'm getting
yeah.
out. Yeah, so a lot of things that the military paid for, like cert wise, I'll have to come out of pocket if I had to do on the civilian side.
Mhm.
You know, like I found out that the OSHA, like for OSHA, right? I have my OSHA certification, right? Just like I got that for free for the military because of the schooling that I went through, right? When I found how much cost on the civilian, so I'm like, I can't pay $400 for a damn OSHA class for a 4-day class just to get a car. I have an money.
You know what? You could. I'm glad you said that though, because you know what happens. And it was one thing I forgot who what mentor I went to, but I met Damon John, right? And he had a powerful book, and it was called The Power of Broke. And when we think about the things that we want, right? Now this is only if it's gonna lead you to a bag to go damage to go do something to save money to buy something frivolous isn't always the best decision. But let's say you take that $400 cert, and then you can, let's say, certify people for, you know, whatever, 200, 150 a pop, right? And now this is the strategy utilizing the power of broke, right? Because let's say, boom, I ain't got it, but I can make money with this cert. So let me go take one for the team. Let me go, oh yeah, man, listen, I know your people. Y'all got to get OSHA certified. Yeah, man. Okay, do y'all already have an in-house guy? Nah, we don't. Check this out. I'm looking for a sponsor. So you sponsor me $1,000 for my OSHA. I will lock you guys in and your whole staff. How many guys on your team? You got 25 people? Okay. You sponsor me. I'll train your whole staff for just my sponsorship. Now you're going to take a hit, right?
Yeah.
You are time wise, but you just gained a free certification utilizing the power of broke.
That's how it be. Like, a lot of folks don't have that much of capacity to even think that deep into it. You know,
Yeah. There you go, Joe Q. Parlay that cert into cash flow.
I've had bad luck with the parlay, but I ain't gonna try to jump back in that again.
Let me see. There's thousands of ways to earn money, which, by the way, isn't real. Once you realize you've already rich, the rest is easy. Integrity. I think you. So I'm not sure if this is what integrity was getting at, but I think he's talking about something that our social security numbers are connected to an account, and a lot of people think that's not a real thing, and it's actually a very real thing.
I
Very
was
real.
trying to.
But it is. It's not easy, but it's a very real thing. Very little to do with being in a two-parent household. It's about exposure and willingness to learn and apply what you've learned. Yep.
Like, I can't see no messages, bro, at all.
That's crazy. IG on it. Roughly 6.6 of the US population are millionaires, meaning about 1 in 15 Americans have a network of 1 million or more. Oh yeah, and build up credentials.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, let me just get. Let me hit the Powerball or something. I can clear my debt and put some stuff, some places that I know that money can go. Like, I've been saying that for years. Like, just give me one time.
Oh, now see, Sully just hit the nail on the head. People can't love you out loud because they told someone else something a little different. Monster Gauge, what's up? And that is so true because I experienced that. I had somebody who loved me,
Mhm.
but because of what they said, respect wasn't there. They have to watch how they interact with me because then it's like I can't be like, yo, Brandon, you mean fuck Sully, bro. I mean, I don't know, he be on some weird shit, bro. Every time we talk, he be on some weird shit. And then we see Sully, I'm like, bro, what's up? And you gonna be looking at me like, nah, tell me what's up. Fuck is this?
Like, that's the whole shit. That's a sick shit, bro.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, like, people be mad for no damn reason.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Some of the poorest people I met was rich. And you know what? The crazy part about it, um, it's so many people that, like he said, they don't have they might not be financially rich,
Mhm.
but knowledge wise, they are wealthy. And they
Oh,
will
yeah.
put you on a path and in position. All you gotta do is listening.
Those are the ones that you want to be around.
The friend of your enemy is your friend. I mean, yeah. I mean, what they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yep.
Rich and free. You know the funny thing is we put so many labels on life, right? I want to say our country definitely needs to do better before I go into what I'm saying. Our country definitely needs to do better with how they treat our military vets and things like that. A few years ago, we went out feeding the homeless.
Mhm.
And obviously, typically in my day to day life, I don't stop and talk to homeless people. But I'm out here feeding the homeless, right? So it's two older white guys. We were having a dope conversation. I gave them the food, gave them some sodas, and then they explained they were military vets. And it was just crazy how genuine and good these people were. But once you're done with the military, it's like they don't give a fuck about you. It was just mind boggling how you go to the military healthy, driven, and you come out broken. You might have a skill, but mentally you might be broken. You might not be you might be unstable. And
Here's why I said that though. I was going to give you a reason why. So, like how for me getting out now, right? Uh, I got in when Obama joined. When Obama got in office, I joined. Right. So it's like the services that I've experienced now, they aren't given that back then. Like none of the stuff that we're being taught now, from like how to do, like how to handle your money, how to handle your TSP, how to handle your Roth or whatever. You know what I mean? Like interest building stuff, or how to properly save your money, how to properly budget your money, like a finance class or whatever. So we're getting all of this now because everything is moving more towards on the computer side. Back then, they weren't taught that because I've spoken to a lot of veterans. They're so, including my dad, right? He's prior Navy, and some of the things that he didn't know about that I was explaining to him, he never knew about it because when he got out, they were implementing it years later. So a lot of things that the VA or the old vets, they weren't taught certain things because at that time it was never brought up or thought of yet until later. And with the whole VA and with the VA as a whole, right? There's more people quitting the VA than it is of them actually helping the vets at the office because everybody's quitting for like everybody's fucking quit.
I believe it. I know what my cousin said when he got out, man, his wife at that time, man, they was both in the military. They came out, was trying to seek help for PTSD. Nothing. They had to fight to get it. Fight to get all of the benefits that they were owed, but I wasn't broken. Y'all broke me. So
Yeah,
now
so
y'all break me and just say, all right, have a nice life.
and so that's what, like right now, right? Like I've been broken mentally and physically, as you already know my story, right?
Yeah.
The generation is coming in now. Of course, it's going to be different from when I joined. It was stricter. Like now, it's like these young kids that's coming in now. They're doing it just for a damn check and just post on damn TikTok and social media and crap like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some are sharing information, which is good. Not all, but some. But the majority are either doing damn what, like, was it drag shit uniform or whatever, freaking like doing some weirdo stuff on social media, doing these word behind TikTok stuff like that, like stuff that shouldn't be done while wearing a uniform. But it's like who's gonna press them? Because it's like people try to keep their secrets, but it's like once somebody posts something, it's gonna spread like wildfire across all of social, right? Some folks have gotten in trouble for that, like from the chain of command, right? But it's like they're joining for the wrong reason.
Oh yeah.
And for my case, I joined because my dad was in it. Like my dad was in the military, so and most of my aunts and uncles were in the military too, right? So, and I've always wanted to join since I was a kid. You know what I mean? So, and I was like almost dying last year, having PTSD from that and stuff. And now I got a lifetime like scar for life now. Then having to deal with recently losing my section sergeant, one of our soldiers in our squad, from rollover back in January. So having PTSD from that. So
sorry to hear about that, man.
Oh, bro, it was tough because it's crazy because I was with them that afternoon, during like our lunch break or whatever. I was with them that afternoon. I got a text that next morning saying like, "Hey, so and so and so and so died last night." I'm like, "Fuck!" Like I was just with them that afternoon. What the fuck happened? You know what I mean? Like that's how fast shit. Like that's just how fast life changes for everybody and
Seconds.
So it's like that's why I'm praying that when I get out in 2 days that be at 100% to where I would have to fight to get my VA claim up to 100%. Because I'm like, bro, I almost fucking died. I broke my arm. I got a messed up left knee. My back is messed up. My neck is messed up from that, let alone just prior military stuff from start to now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's just it's going to be tough for the generation that's Jordan now because, like I said, nobody wants to do it for nobody wants to do it for the for the love of it. They want to do it just for the paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's my rant.
No. The first mistake people make is trying to get involved in certain venues to make money. That's beyond their levels of understanding. That's true too. That's what I say. Like when people, I'm training armed guards, and they're like, "Yeah," I'm like, "What made you want to do it?" See, this is the stepping stone. Next, I want to be a cop, and da da da. And I'm like, "Okay, do you really want to be a cop?" Because a lot of people like to give people this watered down version of the truth. No, I want to be. I want to talk to you. Let's talk. Let's have some real conversation, right?
Yeah.
The military is a microism of society, therefore has become socially acceptable, has worked its way into the military. Country gun guy, what's up? Um, Damn, I forgot what I was saying when I read that. Um,
The cop stuff.
oh yeah. Like, and it's one of those things where people like, oh, they want to be watered, they want to give people the watered down version, and then you got to be real with them. Like, man, you need to be honest with yourself. I'm not here to tell you if you would make a good cop or you wouldn't. But understand when gunshots go off and people run away, you're running towards it. And I said that's what you gotta be, And I told people that, and I was like, people enjoy the class because I make it humorous, and I tell people all the time, listen, man, I'll be a dope ass firefighter. I'll be hopping around on that truck. I'll be out here flirting outside the firehouse with my coat on with no shirt. You know what I mean? Just I'll be out here doing the most, right?
Okay, Clifford.
But you know what happens? Then they call you and that fire and that building fucking burning. I ain't going in there. My role as a firefighter is done. Hang this up. Take your uniform back, sir.
Yeah, because now our buddy, Mr. the Blue, he just became a firefighter. Like, because he was a cop prior, and instead of SWAT captain prior, but he just now started his journey on firefighting right now. And he fucking loves it. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy because normally black folks in fire don't match up with
Yeah. I had a dude tell me he was in the fire academy. He said his chief had sent him in without himself. His captain sent him in without backup. And his captain, I think, was supposed to back him up, but didn't. The captain actually was demoted. Because he went into the fire and they assumed where the source was. And when he said he started spraying that, it burned it right up because the fire's hot, obviously.
Yeah.
So all of that moisture going into the air just makes it hotter. So since he wasn't getting the root of the fire, he said, so basically, you pretty much will start to cook. Your skin is burning with all of the gear because you're raising the temperature in the room. And he said, then something happened. It was somebody went to open something and a backdraft happened. And like the fire blew out real quick. He said it'll zip through a building and it's like it happens so fast, like you either react or you don't. Um, and then he said, yeah, they found the source and sprayed it and stuff like that. But he was like, yeah, bro, I almost died. He was like, that shit was real. And he was like, just something that small. Just think about that. He could have died by spraying water, not by not having a proper ID of where the fire was, which translates into police work. You don't have a proper idea where the suspect is, you could get shot. But man, listen, that fire is different. In the gunfight, you could lean on your skills that you have that the other person may not.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Fire is fire, and fire be firing, and it just does what it does. Yeah, because it's unpredictable. So you can't, you know what I mean? when it goes into training and stuff like that, they look at human behaviors. They see when you can watch videos of a million robberies and see what characteristics were the same from every one and what were the people's characters that were involved. But with a fire, man, listen, that motherfucker just burning.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said. That's why I tell people you gotta be honest with yourself, man.
I thought like I thought about it, but me, I couldn't do it.
I thought about it too, and they not gonna leave my black ass on that truck so I could just, do the paramedic stuff. Let me ride. I want to ride in the ambulance. They said, nah, it's rotation, man. Look, y'all put me on this truck and it's a fire. It's gonna be my last day.
Exactly. Like
Oliver, what's up?
like same thing for being a cop. Like I thought I'd be a cop as well, but I'm like, nah, I'm trying to go home.
Yeah, and but see, the funny thing about that, I feel as though with a good level of training as a cop, you could definitely, in most cases, a lot of cases, you could go home. Um, but it's it's one of those things where you just have to know what's in you, right? Because I've had people, and it's the thing. Nobody can like we could try to build it up, but a lot of times you can't. Like and well, in regular academy stuff, I know the military does a great job of breaking people down and building them back up. But in most cases, a real life firefight is not something you could just typically prepare for. Now, force on force training helps. I remember I did a one man CQB training course. I don't P3 tactical left. We were all in it together. We did it. He actually put me on and invited me. Um, the guy took care of us. He didn't really try. I don't think we paid really anything for the class. Um, Hell yeah, I want to kiss the babies and rescue cats from the trees. Let the kids come on and play with the buttons in the fire truck. Woo, woo. Turn the lights on. That's what I want to do. I ain't trying to go in no hot ass building. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? But it just got to be in you because force on force helps. Because when I did that one man CQB course and everybody's just hitting these rooms, just running in. Okay, gorilla.
Not gorilla.
But once they pass them rifles out, and then they say it's a bad guy down there in one of them rooms. Go get him. Now you go down, you look in this hallway. It might be four doors, and one door is closed. So three doors are open. Now all doors can be in play, and you're supposed to sweep everything. All you know is this one individual there. I know one thing. All of them people was hitting them rooms just, you cold gorilla killer. Look, I ain't never seen somebody change their whole method so fast.
Of course.
Yeah, because everybody know the rule, man. Never be in a rush to die.
It's funny because it's funny you say that because well, have you ever seen SWAT?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so remember the quote that like the main character was always say, like don't rush to your death or something like that.
yeah, that's real.
Yeah, but it's funny you said that and then that popped in my head. Random moment.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Jova Q, we ain't had flashbangs. This is you, your rifle, and they got a rifle. And then you see the dynamic of when people go to hit that room and they hear that toot toot toot. It's like, oh shit, people start panicking. Yeah, it's real. It's different. And
Yeah.
I think
Everybody got before like until they get punched in the face.
and I think that's one of those things, man, where it's like, and I think what makes warriors different is like when you get on these military elite teams and you train so hard and your confidence is built on how you and that team move like flow like water.
Yeah.
And you literally lean on your training, but at the same time, a lot of those special forces guys, they go in with the mindset, like it's a fight. You know, if I get into a fight, I don't care how good you say your hands are, you're gonna get punched in the face.
Yeah, because like they always tell us, like in the military, like they always tell us, like always, like if everything goes bad, always go back to your training.
Yeah.
Like always go back to your training because that will get you out of the situation.
Mm-hmm. And the reality of it is this: if you're in a fight, you should expect to get punched in the face. If you're in a gunfight, don't go out here thinking you fucking invincible because you ain't got the Grand Theft Auto God mode code. And when you get shot, the bullets are hot, and your life is gonna probably flash between your eyes like, oh, this is real. Yes, it's real. You just got shot. So it, yeah. But when you had that mentality, and I seen a lot of special forces dudes talk on interviews, um, and when you see that mindset is they know. And then people, oh, why are you training so much? Y'all just came back from my op and da 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 da. You only took 3 days and now you and the guys are back. And he said, you gotta, and I agree with what he said because I said something similar, but then I adopted his statement because it sounded more polished and I liked it better. Um, of how I'm not training for me. When you go against the typical bad guy in the street, a lot of times he said they will kill themselves
Yeah.
by putting themselves in a line of your barrel, by, not being strategic, just running out in the open, right? Whereas though with you training for somebody that's like like if I'm training for any rando, I know I could probably outthink them and outmaneuver them because of tactics, right? But now let's say you're a person like me. You a SWAT guy that lost his shit. You a SRT guy that lost his shit. You're a military SF guy and you fuck the world right now. Because I'm leaning on it the same way they would. And then I'm gonna exploit anything that you give me. If I see you put them knuckles out, I'm gonna shoot your knuckle. If you get ready to hit that corner and you stick a toe out, I'm gonna shoot you in your foot. Because trauma is trauma, but the difference is when you train, you're gonna take whatever they give you. How people come up, they chicken wings them rifles. You go get ready to pop. I'm gonna blow that elbow off.
Yep. No, you're right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna take whatever you give me.
Why can I not see no other messages? Like Instagram being retarded right now. I can't see crap.
Peer adversaries. Yeah, oh yeah, we ain't had no frags. Jova Q, this wasn't a real war. We was training. I mean, in reality, yeah, you could probably throw a flashbang in the room. Um,
So now I've heard two things about doing that actually.
what with frags or?
No, with flashbangs and non-bangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so I heard from one of the soft guys that they don't, so like let's say like for like a breach inside the right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them don't really throw flashbang